NBA. I've been watching a lot of videos, YouTube videos, because I don't have cable, so I get my ESPN or sports news fix, if you will.
Nice.
But it's all been centered around, you know, the Lakers. Um, Kawhi Leonard, I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but
I have not.
he got drafted by the NBA by the San Antonio Spurs.
Okay.
Um, his first year, he was rookie of the year, defensive
Hmm.
player.
Yeah.
Year after that, he won an NBA championship. He was defensive MVP. Also NBA MVP.
Hmm.
Um, and most well-developed player. He just won another NBA championship in Toronto, and he brought Toronto an NBA championship for the first
Uh-huh.
time. Beat the Warriors. Beat the Warriors. The Toronto Raptors beat the Warriors.
Damn.
And I'm sorry, Warriors, best team.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
was the best team
Hmm. Hmm.
because,
Hmm.
well, Kevin Durant went to Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving went to Denver, or Austin also went to Brooklyn. So, um, Kawhi Leonard, basically the most powerful person in the NBA,
Yeah.
he signed with an LA team, but not the Lakers.
Hmm.
He signed with LA Clippers. Paul George also is going to, and I know, I understand you might not know who some of these people are, but these are the pretty much, I guess, today's creme de la creme NBA players. Um, but there's a balance in the NBA now, which is good.
Hmm. Absolutely.
I love the Denver Broncos. I love the NFL season, but let's face it, Denver, we're not going to, the Broncos, I don't see us winning a championship this year.
No, I mean, I hope so. Don't get me wrong. This
Yeah,
isn't hating, and I hope we go to the playoffs and blah 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 blah. But I honestly don't think we're even going to do as much as make it to the playoffs. I really don't.
no, and I think everybody needs to invest, you know, all their time and effort into the Nuggets this season
Yeah, yeah.
because I'm going to say this, and, of course, there will be record because we're live. The Nuggets are going to bring a championship to Denver this year
I hope so. That'd be great.
because
I,
um, they have the best team right now.
Nuggets are badass.
And I'm glad I wasn't, you know, jumping on that bandwagon, you know, when the playoffs started. I was on this Nuggets kick early early on in the season last year, and I'm like,
Uh,
because I kept on getting I get notifications on my phone all the time, on my sports teams. I'm sure you do too,
oh, fuck yeah.
right? So it was weird, to see, especially in October, early on when the NBA season starts. Nuggets win. Cool. Nuggets win.
Mhm.
Nuggets win. Nuggets win. Nuggets win. Nuggets lose.
Right.
Nuggets win. Nuggets win. And I'm like, okay, well, shit. Nuggets are doing something good this year.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here, paying attention through my phone, watching highlights, and seeing how well they're working as a, a team. And it's like I see I go back to the '94 Nuggets team. When we went
Oh
to the
man.
yeah.
Yep.
Even though
Yeah, I know. I remember that. It was good. That was good. Good stuff.
oh yeah, I mean we were just one team away from playing the Bulls.
I know, right?
and and that would have been tough for me.
Hmm.
Really tough because being a Nuggets fan but also being a Bulls fan, a Jordan fan, a Pippen fan.
Oh fuck yeah! I love Scottie Pippen.
Um,
I know he didn't play for the Bulls, but I just have to say it. D Brown. Okay, I said it.
D Brown, oh God, a great Celtics player. Um,
Oh yeah.
I wish he would have won an NBA title, but back then the Celtics had a run of bad years.
Hmm. Yeah.
And
God damn. Those were good days. What happened?
I don't know. And here's the thing, right? Um, that year that the Nuggets went into the NBA playoffs,
Hmm.
my
Yeah,
dad,
yeah.
my dad acquired playoff tickets. So I'm sitting there looking at my dad. I was like, Nuggets better win.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He was like, so you think you're gonna go if they go? I was like, really? You think you're gonna choose someone else other than me
Yeah.
to go to game 3 and 4 of the NBA Finals? Really? You're gonna choose someone else? You're gonna choose someone that won't appreciate the game, the stats, the come
Yeah.
right? And you know, I bring this up over, at a time where, family breakfast
Uh-huh.
was still a thing.
Yeah, yeah. What's that anymore, right?
Like we actually fought for what we wanted, and I looked at everyone at the table, even my stepmom,
Uh,
my stepsister, my brother, which yeah, I looked at everyone, and I'm like, don't think for 1 second you guys are worthy of being in His Airness's presence.
hmm. Um, I so okay. Tell me what you think of this. This is off subject. I want to get back to this because I actually have a question for you about the Denver schedule. I really do. I'm being serious.
Okay.
Uh, so I'm actually being a dick wipe right now, but this is my intro to my YouTube channel. Hello guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Welcome to my channel. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button. Remember to turn on the bell notification, drop a comment below, and be sure to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitch, MySpace, Xvideos, Pornhub, RedTube, oh, and my webcam. Sorry.
Oh, wait, we're supposed to do YouTube intros?
Yeah, actually, what I meant to say was, hello guys, what's going on? Fuck off. Anyways, so today's video is about, I hate introductions like that, and why does everybody feel like they need to have an introduction? You know, 99.99% of the time, I take my finger on the little dot and I swipe forward and skip it anyways.
Half
And
the
if you're
time,
gonna shove that shit up my ass, I don't subscribe, I don't like, I don't drop a comment below, I don't turn into a fag, and I don't know how you're supposed to smash that like button. I don't even know how that happens. I don't want to break my phone. Everything is irrelevant. I hate
I,
it so bad.
yeah, and you don't want to break your finger because then you can't play video games. So if
Yeah.
you smash that button, you're gonna break your finger. You have a likelihood of jamming your finger.
Right.
Right. I'll tell you what. I played with broken fingers. I played with a hurt thumb. I played everything injured in my life. I'm not a sissy like LeBron James.
Shoot, that's funny.
Well, I just gotta put that across, okay?
Standing up.
I mean,
Um,
I, I, I mean, with e-gaming coming out and becoming a professional, I'm like thinking, man, why not me? I could be into esports. I can get a team together. I can whip one up.
yeah,
I can make a man out of you.
I'll make a man out of you.
I hate to go to a Mulan movie.
Well, see, and that's not acceptable to say what you just said in today's society. If you say I'll make a man out of you, that's basically like saying every racist thing ever said in the history of the world at the exact same time. What you're supposed to say is, I'll make a gender out of you.
Oh, fuck that.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, suck my uh gender respected dick.
Gender respected dick. That's funny. Oh boy. Shit.
Um, no, and I'm gonna go back to a time where I was living in Tennessee. I was with my ex-wife at the time, and
Uh,
it's getting to basketball season. I'm thinking, well, since the boys didn't like football, maybe we can try basketball. Ooh, maybe I can coach them. So I signed up to be a coach because I know how to play basketball. I know plays. And I'm thinking my ex-wife asked me, "Well, what kind of coach are you going to be?" "What do you mean what kind of coach am I going to be?" "I know I'm going to be a coach that wins
right. Yeah.
cuz I'm not a
Whoa.
I'm not gonna expect anything less.
Mm-hmm.
And
Coach Sean? Yeah? What's wrong, Billy? Do we need to win? Fuck you, you little asshole. Get out there and win. If you don't win, I'm gonna kick you in the ass. And I'm gonna fuck your mom. Now go win.
well, I'm I'm competitive. That's the way I've always been.
Yeah.
Especially in dodgeball. And I didn't go to elementary school with you. I don't know how it was for you, but in elementary we played dodgeball. Okay. And I learned being, kind of, you know, I guess a nerd or a person who's trying to figure out where he fit in. Because let's face it, I can fit in any social circle. See, when I mean social circle, I mean, back in the day. Bah. Back in the day.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Because there was a thing called social circles.
Yeah.
And, dodgeball. I'm sorry, I learned at a very age. Don't be the one that sucks at dodgeball.
Right. Don't get hit in the penis.
Exactly. Always go for the biggest kid.
And here's the thing, like I remember playing dodgeball. I don't know if fucktards are playing that anymore today. They're probably playing some like guess my gender type of horse shit, but I remember vividly, man.
Don't
I
you
wasn't
know they
trying to.
took dodgeball out?
Nuh-uh. Did they?
Yeah, they took that back out in like '05 because parents felt it was a way to bully.
What the motherfuck?
Yeah, it excluded
Jesus.
like the fat kids. It was a way to pick on the fat kids, the nerds. Well, I'm sorry. We had a coach, and actually, no matter what PE teacher, I guess, gym teacher we had, didn't matter if it was a girl gym teacher or a guy gym teacher.
Yeah.
They didn't teach us to be pansies.
Exactly. Right.
Right? One gym teacher had like uh black widows in his office. Could not go in his office. I hate spiders.
Fuck yeah.
Right, still to this day, but I still can't watch Arachnophobia. I have
Oh
not
yeah.
seen that movie all the way through. And get this, they're remaking it.
Oh fuck that.
Yeah,
That's stupid.
yeah, they're giving it a reboot, and I'm like, why? 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 That is like the only movie that's trailer that's given me nightmares
Oh yeah.
as a
For sure.
child.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wasn't John Goodman in that?
yeah, and Jeff Daniels,
Oh
some
wow.
other people I can't think of, but um, yeah, that movie scared the shit out of me, and I
Oh yeah.
I can't watch it. I will not watch it. but I can watch eight-legged freaks.
Part of the reason I hate summertime is because, well, first of
Spiders.
all, spiders, insects, and bugs. And yeah, for all you listeners or are possibly gonna listen, I don't know, insects and bugs are different things. They are. Look it up. They
Yeah.
all suck. I fucking hate them. And they're creepy. They look like they're from a different planet, and all of them are mean. And there's nothing to appreciate about any of that. You know, entomology can lick my upper vascular hood. You know, I can't do it. I have bad arachnophobia, insect and bug phobia. I don't know what that's called, nor do I care. But yeah, fuck.
Yeah, I don't like bugs either, so it's like, and I think that's another reason why my wife divorced me, because, I thought she was crazy when she got stung by a scorpion that was never nor would have been there. Because, I'm sorry, the only way, nah, yeah. I called her a liar when she got stung.
Shit.
But she was drunk. Well, when was she not drunk, though?
It was quite a bit when you called me.
Yep. But, getting off subject, um, no, I still can't believe they're making another arachnophobia movie. Why would they do that?
I don't know. It's because we're running out of ideas.
That's the thing. You know, I, I, I'm sitting here watching. I don't know if you've ever seen the new Tick series, but there's a new Tick series on Amazon Prime, which is really good.
Nice.
Um, and I don't know if you've ever seen the old Tick series, the one with Patrick Warburton.
No, sir.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Do you remember the Tick series?
Do I what?
Okay, remember the Tick cartoon series on Saturday morning cartoons? Here's another thing I'm bringing up that they don't do anymore. Saturday morning cartoons on Fox.
Yeah, and they don't do evening cartoons either.
No, they don't even do like cartoons in the morning at all.
No, no, I don't.
And if you
And then
want to watch
and
cartoons,
the cartoons that exist today are like the only way you can enjoy them is if you're high or on LSD.
well, LSD I'm sure is expensive.
Probably.
I've never done LSD.
Not either. But I can only imagine. I can only
Yeah,
imagine.
I don't care if you do LSD, but if you do, go fuck yourself. Because you're basically ruining your life, and
Yeah.
your wife hates you.
Oh shit. That's funny. Shit.
Well, I was running out of something to say on the subject.
That's funny. Shit. What was I gonna bitch about the other night? Yeah, damn it. That's right. So what do you, I'm just curious. This isn't like, this is more of an annoyance thing, okay? Um, you have so many people out there making genuine, honest, those are two key words there, genuine and honest, be yourself, genuine phrase, right? Like full on, real, like damn good YouTube videos, right? James Rolfe. He's one in particular. He does video game stuff, and he never has not once said anything about subscribing and smashing this and doing this and following me this. He just gets immediately to the point. But he's also married, has kids. And what does that have to do with it? Well, it has to do with a lot because it matures you. He's married, he's our age, by the way, and he's great. Why do I see videos where somebody will be like, do it yourself slime challenge, and within like 4 hours, it has like 700,000 views? Are people that stupid? That's what
Wait,
I'm wondering. Like, are
wait,
people that dumb?
find yourself challenge?
Do it yourself slime challenge.
Wait, do it yourself slime challenge. Like, make your own slime? Or are we talking like Nickelodeon when you say, like, certain words? Remember
Oh,
that?
I do. That was in the good old days. Kids today don't know what that is. Kids today are just all about being angry and being gay. No, I don't know. I didn't watch it. I just paid attention to when the video was released. Are you familiar with a YouTuber named Shane Dawson? He's actually a pretty cool dude. I do like him a lot. But are you familiar with him?
No.
Well, he has a crew, okay, quote crew, and um, his boyfriend and his boyfriend's sister and so on and so forth. Yeah. But I believe it's his boyfriend's sister that did this video. Can't remember her name. It's neither here or there. But no, she released a video called DIY Slime Challenge. So I don't know. I can't answer your question, but I kid you not, within literally just a couple of hours, she had hundreds upon hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views. I mean, is that what like is that the thing? Is that like is that what we're watching now? I mean, I don't understand how that's quality.
I
Weird.
mean, I remember watching it on Nickelodeon. Remember, that, what, fuck, you can't say that on TV? Or you can't do that on TV?
Yeah, that's all like yeah, of course I remember that. Yeah.
And, oh god, I fucking love that show. It,
That was a good one.
yeah, and, Mr. Wizard and shit. God, they don't come out with shows like Mr. Wizard anymore.
Well, they don't come out with any good quality shit like when you and I were growing up anymore. Now it's just stupid dumb shit. You know some of the shows that everybody is raving about right now? And I don't mean to get any mean hits or comments on your channel. I don't know if you have any viewers.
No.
Everybody is so crazy about The Office, and everybody is so crazy about Parks and Rec. And I'm just like, I've seen these shows more than enough to be able to state my opinion, and I think those shows are trash. Trash. Get somebody really, really drunk, and I mean drunk. Hand them a cheap video camera and say, film what we're doing, and do stupid ass humor. You can only imagine. That's what those two shows are like. Terrible. Fucking terrible.
Well, I agree and disagree with you at the same time. Okay. And, um, it's not necessarily like I watched it because it was good. I like Steve Carell. I found annoying on the show. But what drew me to the show was the Pam and Jim story.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I kept watching.
Right.
Also with Parks and Recreation, I guess I watched it because I like Amy Poehler.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Um, what annoyed me about the show was Aziz, that Indian dude.
Oh yeah.
But now here's the thing: I didn't like him in that show, right? But I do like him on his Netflix show. He has a show on Netflix. I like it because this is how I see him. Um, actually, he's probably perfect for, the lead in my movie.
Hell yeah.
um, but that's because I think of him as like that type of person, but with a better job.
Yeah.
um,
Uh-oh, somebody's getting tired.
no, I don't get tired. I get caffeine.
Uh-oh.
God, that is one thing I hope they fix with next season's game is the passing. I hate the fact that I'm passing clear across, you know, the court or whatnot when I shouldn't be doing that shit. Even I know that. I'm sitting here thinking, oh God, here's my coach screaming in my head, I want suicide runs. I don't know if you've ever done a suicide run, but
Negative.
they're not fun. They're not fun. They're worse than doing laps because you start at one end of the court and then you got to go to a certain part of the court, then run back, keep going, go to another part, bam, 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 so forth, so on and so forth, right? Well,
Hmm.
being a smoker, even smoking, even back then, um, actually, it wasn't really that bad back then, but now, of course, if I were to do a suicide run, I would probably die.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if they do suicide runs still to this day, but
Sorry, I got a stupid video on. I'm listening.
what the fuck are you watching?
Shit. Yeah, that probably threw things off a bit. Not bad.
Yeah, that sort of just threw me into a loop. Like,
Well, I mean, no. Okay, I got something that'll change up the game here. Hang on. Hang on. Get ready for a little bit of bass. Okay, oh, so much fun. Alright, hang on. Hang on. This is gonna be very explicit.
I got 50 bitches all on my dick and every day, sucking on my balls, licking on my balls. Bitches, they know, sticking in that booty on my balls, suck on my balls. Come on, be in that asshole. Let me hit that booty roll.
Anyways. Shit.
Wow, that was
Well, no, that's the new anthem.
I'm gonna hold up. I gotta wait for the commercial. This ad. Skip ad. Oh, nope.
Ads are stupid.
I feel it's point that, you know, I add in sound bars or ads or clips or suckage.
Well, it's kind of bullshit because YouTube is now doing, on a lot of videos, they're doing 2 advertisements before the video starts. Have you noticed that?
I know. They gotta get their money somehow.
Yeah, well, I mean, in their defense, nobody, you don't make a living working in a soup kitchen, so.
You can if, you know, they made paychecks and dreaming wishes.
Yeah.
I've been running for this my whole life. I thought this was gonna be epic, so I failed. Damn.
Oh, damn it.
I just suck at life, you know. I was gonna do a halftime speech, you know, considering we just got done with halftime playing NBA.
Okay, no. I meant to turn that off.
Wait, so wait, can I get in trouble if this gets played? Now, what if I'm using YouTube while I'm YouTubing? So, like,
You're not gonna get in trouble for any of this. That's just,
oh,
yeah,
okay,
no.
so if I wanted to do some Bon Jovi,
Well, here's the thing, man. I mean, here's where they fuck up, okay? With that whole copyright infringement thing. And there's actually laws on this shit. And YouTube should know better. Is first of all, I don't know about your channel, but my channel is not monetized, meaning it's not set up for the potential of making money because I don't give a fuck.
yeah, I don't want to make money.
And they can clearly see that I don't, well, I want to make money, but I don't give a shit about YouTube. I just do it because it's something to do. But they have the potential, the ability, the clear ability to see that, oh, Satnip Games is not monetized. And he used Eric Clapton's song. Should we get him for copyright infringement? No. And what's funny is, like, my channel is purely based on video gameplay, just random dumbass video gameplay. You would think that I would have a copyright infringement technically on every single fucking video. Because if it was monetized, that would mean I was taking credit for a whole bunch of people's work that I had nothing to do with. Unless you want to consider me an advertiser, but that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
I am no advertiser, but you know, I will not be a parody to. I will not be. What did Wayne say in Wayne's World when he was? I will not be a slave to or. And he's going through all these fucking. Fuck! Wayne's World. God, I gotta watch that movie more.
You'll never afford it! Live in the now! Oh, it will be mine.
Oh, it shall be mine. Did Kim Basinger ruin that movie?
Well, all I know is they better just not make another movie because, I mean, yeah, I love that movie. That'd be great, but...
No, they're too old.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. You know, they did their Wayne's World reunion where it needed to be on SNL's 40th.
Right.
I don't know if you've ever saw that, but it was well deserved, and I'm glad Dana Carvey did it. One thing that was missing from SNL 40, and it was pretty much David Spade's fault, was Eddie Murphy.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah,
Yeah,
classic.
well, Eddie Murphy still held on to the grudge to what David Spade said in '93.
Which was
When he was going into all those movies, like The Last Child or whatever, The Golden Child.
Oh, okay.
He basically called him a falling star.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty big time right there. Shit.
Well, he wasn't wrong.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't wrong at all.
I mean, I'm sorry, don't get me wrong, I loved the first Doctor Doolittle. The Nutty Professors. I did not like the second one. The second one was not deserved, not needed. I did not like the first Nutty Professor. I did not find it funny. And it was not funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's pretty bad when I was seeing, you know, Eddie Murphy's brother become a bigger star than him. Rest in peace, Charlie Murphy. But that's true. I mean, I don't even have to mention what he did in the Chappelle Show.
What's that?
True Hollywood Stories with Charlie Murphy.
Oh, okay.
The Rick James, the Prince. He told real life stories on Chappelle's show and acted it out and made it funny.
I didn't watch a lot of the Chappelle Show.
I'll have to send you those clips.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
And news alert, and just so people will subscribe, hit that like button, and oh fuck it, I just farted.
Damn it.
See, I was gonna go through that whole spiel and say I farted, but it, you know, after going through like half of it, it's already lost its meaning. The fart I'm talking about. It's lost its aura.
Damn it.
It's lost its magic. I'm gonna. I don't care if I get in trouble because Red Hot Chili Peppers. I feel that's a big why. I'm not trying to get rich off of this shit. I'm just trying to get famous.
Yeah.
If I get famous because of Red Hot Chili Peppers, well, kudos. I will thank them. I don't know why I shot that three. That was a bad shot selection right there. I'm playing basketball.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm in game 3 of the first round of the NBA playoffs. I'm going up against Houston. I'm down 2-0. Because I like to leave people open that can shoot threes.
Uh,
But, and then I'm not getting my rebounds and I start getting cocky. But I'm trying to play really good defense. Um, trying to be smart in my that wasn't smart. Ooh, but I drained a three. Wow. Okay. Correction, I'm doing pretty good. But yeah, I will go on the record saying Nuggets are winning a championship again next year.
I hope so.
Well, okay, we got I I don't know if you remember a basketball player by the name of Manute Bol.
Yes, I do. Uh-huh.
Okay, so we drafted Manute Bol's son.
Okay, sweet.
So we drafted the number. I guess he was ranked number 5 on
Uh-huh.
defense, and we picked him up last year. We picked up Clinton Portis Jr., who was the number 1 overall defensive pick,
Uh-huh.
and um, he didn't play last season because he was coming off of a injury, back surgery. Um, um, so he was supposed to have his debut in the D League or the NBA Summer League, which just started. Um, it's being played in Vegas, I guess, right now. Um,
Nice.
so he got injured during a scrimmage a couple days ago, so he won't debut at all in the summer league. So they're gonna properly try to heal him so he can debut with the Nuggets opening night. And
Nice.
uh,
Minute bowl. That's cool.
yeah,
Right on. Yeah, I remember that shit.
that's what they should call him,
Minute.
Mini Bowl.
Oh.
Hashtag Mini Bowl worldwide. I've already given him a. Well, you know who else we also have on the team, right?
No, I've been keeping up more with golf and baseball, to be honest with you.
Okay. Well, they're building their team around Nikolai Jokic. who basically is going to be the best center ever. Like, I'm talking like Wilt Chamberlain status
Oh,
center.
jeez. Nice.
Because this guy is a Wilt Chamberlain center. He could shoot the threes. And I'm guaranteeing you, if he had to, he could put up 81 points.
Damn.
85 points. And, so they're building their team. They got another decent, they got players. And they got players that are young and want championships. And,
Yeah.
you know, and today it's all about wanting the money.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right. So, and he's a bench player, but we have Isaiah Thomas's son's junior, or Isaiah Thomas's son, Isaiah Thomas Jr., which they call him, I guess, IT.
IT.
Yeah,
We need IT.
exactly. And I think he's gonna want to play more minutes next season because he's a guy that can, when drafted, I don't even know who drafted him. I think the Celtics. No, not the Celtics. No, the Celtics. Yeah, the Celtics. Um, wasn't a very good fit.
Yeah.
Cause I'm sorry. Just because a team drafts you doesn't mean it's necessarily a good fit.
I agree.
And um, back I went out of bounds. Ah, I need weed.
No, nothing.
Marijuana, which is,
Oh,
I
wow.
guess, not federally legal yet, but I go.
Which I don't know why, but, you know, whatever.
Because we don't want the government to own it. We don't want the government
Yeah.
to make money.
No. No. We definitely did not.
Which, that's why. And we won't let the government regulate it.
Oh, shit. What is this?
What's what?
Oh, I just got a text. Who the hell's texting me at this time of night?
Your soul?
Pretty much. Hold on. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I need, like, I've been playing some off and on games. I played some of that Disney Afternoon Collection last night. I played some LA Noire tonight. I'm kind of jumping around now. Once I start Red Dead, it's going to be like, that's it. I'm just, like I said, I'm kind of saving the best for last. I don't know. I
That's
I hope I'm not getting to a point to where I feel like I need a break from video games because a lot of the games I'm playing are just not really doing it for me. You know what I mean?
Spider-Man. That's another game you need to get.
Yeah, yeah, you are right.
I should be a reviewer. Do not get this game. Get what I say. Don't forget
Yeah,
to hit that like, smash, and subscribe button.
there's nothing I hate more than those stupid fucking introductions, man. I got an editing software on my computer, so I'm gonna do a you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just can't stand it. I mean, YouTube, I mean, I see why people get erections from it and get wet from it, but at the same time, it's like, you can't possibly be that dumb to think that everybody in the world wants to see this shit. They just want to get to the point.
Have you seen Idiocracy yet, bud?
I wrote that shit down. I did, but I have not seen it yet. And it's so I didn't realize. I thought it was a movie, so it's a television series.
No, it's a movie.
Oh, it's a movie. Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
Yeah,
No, I have not
it
seen it
it
yet.
it has Luke Wilson, Terry.
Oh, Luke Wilson is in it. I just watched Old School today with Will Ferrell and Luke Wilson
Yeah,
and Vince
Frank
Vaughn.
the Tank. Frank the Tank. I love that movie. Was it the
Fuck
unrated
yeah.
version?
Yeah.
Cool, because that's the only one that matters.
Oh yeah. 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 No, it was good stuff.
And um um no, it and another reason why I keep saying you need to watch it because Mike Judge, dude, Mike Judge, you love everything Mike Judge does.
Damn straight. One of my favorite shows of all time. Of all time is
King of the
guess.
Hill.
You got it.
I know you put it above Beavis and Butthead. I I like King of the Hill, yes. I like King of the Hill for a certain amount of time.
Hmm.
I didn't think it needed to last as long as it did, but I'm glad they finally ended it when they did because I mean, The Simpsons, even South Park. I love South Park, but
Oh God, yeah.
I agree with them. Hashtag cancel South Park.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the only reason why they're not canceled yet because Comedy Central doesn't want to cancel them.
Right. Right. It was just
And
getting. They're just getting so many views and they're making so much money. So it's good though, for
yeah,
them.
but it's getting stale.
It really is. It's getting extremely stale. What's your thoughts on so Family Guy came out in '99. American Dad came out in 2005. But what are your thoughts on, just real quickly here, what are your thoughts on the Mike Henry show, the Cleveland show? Because that only went for 4 seasons.
Uh,
And it's like, see, me personally, I thought that people call it a knockoff or a spinoff of The Family Guy. That to me is just ridiculous because it's not.
it
I don't know
well,
how you can even say anything like that.
a spinoff of Family Guy.
Yes.
Well, technically it is a spinoff, but he made it his own. I don't think it was, you know, repeating. what Family Guy did, because how can you repeat something that's in the same family as Family Guy?
Right.
That's like, okay, personally, American Dad's my favorite.
Me too.
I like Family Guy, but after, I guess, after the 10th season, I was like, why? Why are you still going?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I mean, 20 years of Family Guy, I don't know. And what, South Park's first episode was the alien anal probe. What was that, 1997? I mean, now I will have to say this. I've been watching a lot of South Park lately, and I will say this. In my opinion, it does not seem like Matt and Trey are running out of ideas. It really doesn't. Like, I kind of gave up on them for a while, but they definitely still care just as much as they did when it debuted, because their newer
No,
shows are pretty fucking good. Problem is though, is it's like The Simpsons. The Simpsons is classic. You know, I love that guy who plays Barton. I can't even pronounce his last name. Don't even try to get me to do it.
Nancy Cartwright.
No, the guy who no. I meant to say yeah, the guy who plays Homer Simpson. Sorry. I love the show. It's a damn classic. It's been around since the late '80s. But it's like you just get to a point to where enough is enough. You know?
Yeah, and I felt I was done with The Simpsons when the movie came out. And
Oh, the
I was
movie
like,
sucks.
all it is was just a 90-minute episode.
Basically, yeah. Which, at least, you know, in South Park's defense, when they came out with the Bigger, Louder, whatever the fuck, granted that was 1999 when that movie came out, but at least they, you good?
Yeah,
At least they turned it into something that the show isn't, and they made a musical. So I thought, well, that's not my taste, but that's kind of cool. You at least tried.
yeah,
Whereas the
and
Simpsons
they were
movie
told
was
not to
like,
make, you know they were told not to make a musical, right?
oh, I'm sure.
They
I'm
were like,
sure.
nah, don't do it. Nah.
Well, I'm sure. Because that's
And
definitely not up Matt and Trey's alley. They don't give a well, I mean, they
no,
did make the Book of Mormon, and it was fucking phenomenal. But yes,
well,
I
the
hear what you're
first
saying.
thing they worked together on was Hannibal the musical.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, oh, when they were at CU, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, because Matt Stone's big into musicals. I I've been watching a lot of videos on Matt Stone and Trey Parker too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, they're awesome.
um, I definitely would have loved to see the Book of Mormon when it was in Denver. Um, and if I ever go to New York, I would probably more than likely try to get tickets to go see it because I'm pretty sure it's still playing in Broadway.
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. Um, I definitely hats off. I'm a big fan of South Park. Having grown up there, you know, I mean, that was my big, well, I mean, it's not like I lived in South Park, but, you know, my family had property there. So, you know, obviously I have an intimate connection with South Park. An interesting fact too, what I've realized is what a lot of people don't know is that South Park, I mean, for one, it has nothing to do with the show. The show came later. South Park is all of Park County, And the town of Fairplay in South Park was established, I believe, it was like in the 1850s, long time ago. It's nothing new, right? But all of Park County is South Park. So we're talking Bailey, we're talking Guffey, Jefferson, Fairplay, Elma. It's a massive area. So South Park the cartoon is a fake town in a real town, but what I do like about it is a lot of the elements in the fake town actually exist, but just not in the correct order. I
Yeah.
thought that was really creative. I feel like these two guys put in a hell of a lot more effort than hell, even as much as Seth MacFarlane and the Simpsons team. They kind of just keep rehashing the same old shit. I think people are sick and tired of South Park because it was a new thing at the time. Nobody had ever seen this kind of animation. Nobody had ever seen this type of humor cross the line. It was like, what the fuck is this? But they didn't give up on it. They kept going with it. And honestly, like I said, dude, I got sick of the show. I'm gonna stop ranting on this, but I got sick of the show. But when I started paying attention to the newer shows, they're actually really good. They're really, really very good. You
Oh
can tell
yeah.
they still very much care about the show. They're
I mean,
very invested. You know.
and let's be fair. They're honest in their show. They don't care. They they don't care. They're gonna say what they want.
Oh yeah.
If they're not gonna get canceled, guess what? Because I don't know if you see the credits at the end of the show right now, but in the new episodes, and they're saying hashtag cancel South Park.
Yeah, I've I've not noticed that, but people. It's interesting you say that. That doesn't surprise me because one of the things I have heard people say is, "Well, how can they get away with all this?" And I'm going to tell you why. It's easy, and the same person that has asked that question has seen it for years. It's in their disclaimer. I have a disclaimer on my YouTube channel. In fact, I'll read it to you right now. It It basically says, hold on. This is literally my disclaimer. If you go to my channel and go to About, at the very bottom it says, everything that can be viewed on this channel is and will always be for entertainment, and it is recommended that nobody views it. That's how you get away with shit, man. That's
so
that.
so
That's how you get.
that's what I need
That's
to
how you get
put.
away with shit. Yes, because here, let me look up online South Park's disclaimer. Hold on.
Can I use their disclaimer for my disclaimer?
No, mine was similar, but don't use the same one.
I'm just gonna say, don't view, cause yeah, you're gonna be offended.
So look at this. This is how they get away with this shit. All characters and events in this show, even those based on real people, are entirely fictional. Keyword fictional. All celebrity voices are impersonated. There's another keyword. Poorly. The following program contains coarse language, and due to its content, here's what makes them get away with everything. And due to its content, it should not be viewed by anyone. So, I didn't copy their disclaimer. I just made it, kind of follow the same basis. Think about it. If you're in a courtroom and you present that, you ain't got shit on you. And think about it. South Park's been around since 1997. Believe me, they've had lawsuits on them many times. But it doesn't fly because they literally tell you to not even watch the fucking show.
Yep.
So I don't know. I mean, I've seen some pretty nasty horse shit on YouTube. I know that, my channel will never grow. And I don't care. I really
Yeah.
don't care. It's just something I do on the side. I don't know if you care or not, but it's
It's my
whatever.
side bitch.
It's exactly. Me too. I get home from work. Oh, let's make a stupid video that the only person in the world that will watch is probably myself. Because every time I upload a video, I watch it once and then I leave it alone. Because I want to see how I did. I want to see the outcome. Why wouldn't I want to watch it?
Yeah, I think I
But
gotta set it up to where I'm receiving notifications on you because I think with my new phone I'm not getting notifications anymore.
oh, really? Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're not missing anything. I'll call it myself out. My channel sucks. It's not. I don't have that expectation of what's going on in YouTube these days. I don't do a webcam. I'm not wasting your time for 9 minutes before the video starts. I'm not, acting like something I'm not. I just get straight to the point and I do it. It's like, imagine if YouTube was a thing back in the early 90s, in the 80s when we were growing up. Fuck, I'd be a millionaire.
No. Well, no. I'm kind of glad we didn't have YouTube back in our day.
I'm
I'm,
thoroughly glad we didn't have YouTube back in the day because it as
and
much as I love it, I fucking hate it.
here's the thing with YouTube. The and people, yeah, you can go outside with YouTube and watch it outside, but mainly it keeps people inside.
It does. And it's so fucking easy to binge watch it.
It is. I'll admit, like I can't wait to get my YouTube Red subscription back so I can watch, Cobra Kai season 2 again.
Uh-huh.
'Cause let's face it, to see how I don't know if you've seen the show, and I don't want to give any spoilers. Um, but it
Oh,
kind
I've
of,
seen some of that. Wait a minute, is that the whole Karate Kid shit?
yeah.
I seen the first one, but I don't know anything after that.
I didn't like
Right?
how
It
it
starts
was.
off with. Go ahead.
Yeah, it starts off with a kid moving, I guess, into I want to say the same building area as Daniel Russo. Ends up being, I guess, the new Daniel LaRusso, but
Okay. Yeah.
joining Cobra Kai.
Interesting. But it involves the bad guy, right? The dickhead?
Yeah, Johnny.
Johnny, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
And let's face it, it, when I first watched it, I felt like, oh god, why are they doing this? Why are they trying to build his career back? And I'll admit, first episode, it got me. I was like, so this is all Daniel LaRusso's fault.
Yeah.
And let's face it, it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, you know, we always saw those movies as Daniel LaRusso was the bad good guy. And by the way, I've come to this conclusion in Star Wars. Um, I hate to get off subject. Actually, I love getting off subject.
Yeah, me too.
Pretty much all the events that happen in Star Wars was Obi-Wan's fault. I mean, if someone needed to have the fingers pointed at him, let's face it, everybody, there's always a finger pointer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, someone to
Mm-hmm.
blame. Um, Obi-Wan is that guy. It is all Obi-Wan's fault.
I hope you won.
But, fuck, we were talking about another, but, Daniel LaRusso. All the events that happened to Johnny, but I should say, Johnny could have done something about it.
Yeah, I have to throw this in there really quick. I think that, okay, so first of all, and if you don't believe this, I'm not saying you personally, because I already know that you know this. I'm saying if anybody happens to listen to this, that's what I'm talking about. But if you don't believe this, look it up. I'm not making it up. You fucking Google it, Lycos it, whatever your search engine is.
What's
Uh,
Lycos?
it's a search engine,
Fuck. See,
and
that's what's
and
wrong
that's
with this world, is there's too many searches. There, and, you know, hate to use Jim Carrey from The Riddler. Actually, I don't. I love it. There's just too many engines.
yeah. But, I mean, there's too much of things. Well, it's because everybody wants a piece of the pie, right? They see the success of one entity and they want, like, I want some anyways. Hear me out. And this is the truth. Okay, I'm not making this up. The reason why we are seeing so many remakes of movies and video games and re-releases and so on and so forth is because the 90s is literally considered to be, if we're talking generations, the last of the best.
Wait, are we
Okay?
talking mid 90s, beginning 90s?
No, we're just talking 90s because the 90s roll off started emptying its shit into like 2004, 2005. That's when society really started going to shit. Okay? So that's what we're talking about here. So we had all these classic fucking great movies. Terminator, the list goes fucking on and on and on. Cars, clothing. I mean, I don't even know where to begin. I mean, our generation is known as the last of the best. It is literally known as that. Okay, I'm not making that up. So, you know, I would much rather see something more original. And we did in the 80s and the 90s. Everything was original.
Yeah,
I don't want to see a Goonies remake.
oh,
What the
fuck
fuck
no.
is that? I don't want to see a Never-Ending Story or a Flight of the Navigator or a Return to Oz or a Weekend at Bernie's or Who's Harry Crumb. Believe me, I could go on. I'm very familiar with these older movies
Well,
and
first off, you can't have Who's Harry Crumb without fucking John Candy. I'm sorry. Just like you can't have an Aladdin without Genie. And by Genie, I'm saying fucking
Robin Williams. Yeah.
yes. And I'm sorry. Fuck you, Will Smith. See, now I'm gonna rant about another person who used to be a good performer, I guess, entertainer.
Uh-huh.
Um, Here's what I think went wrong. You went on The View too many times with your wife, Jada. You two got in touch with your feelings instead of lashing out at each other.
Yeah.
Which I'm Sorry. I will not see the live action Aladdin movie. Fuck no.
No.
No. I'm sorry. No matter what, I think it was totally disrespectful, especially to Robin Williams. May he rest in peace.
Of course.
Um, there is no. I don't want to see reboots. I mean, I'm sorry. The Poltergeist reboot. Oh my God, that was horrible. So
Well,
horrible.
like you said, reboots, especially reboots, okay? What I have noticed thus far, you said it. This came out of your mouth, Sean, not the people. But it's all about the effects. It's all about how fancy can we get with the computer,
Yeah,
right? And why do we got to do that shit? Why do we
exactly.
have to do that shit?
And this is where I come into really my zone, my expertise, my knowledge, and I'll tell you one thing, I did not go to a single university, but I damn near should be a professor on this. And is movies.
Yeah,
I,
I know
I'm
you could.
I'm sorry. I know I've seen a lot of movies. One time I told my brother I've seen over 1,000 movies. He tried to tell me no, that's impossible. Bullshit, that's not impossible.
No, that's far from impossible.
It, I I've seen I damn near almost had owned 800 DVDs back in the day,
Damn.
all alphabetized. Um, and for my brother to sit there and tell me that I haven't seen over 1,000 movies
Yeah.
is ridiculous. Cause I was like, the proof of the pudding is like almost right there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I used to buy like 5 DVDs when I worked at Sonic, right? Because I would get tips. I made about 150 in tips a week. All my bills, I didn't have bills, so I spent my money on movies. And the thing about it is, I've seen with movies today, it is all about effect, what they can do with the computer.
Yes.
It's not what they can do with their hands.
I see, and I appreciate that more because you obviously remember. I'm not going to say do you remember because obviously you remember the original Ninja Turtles. I mean, these
Yeah.
were guys fucking dressing up in actual costumes. And
Oh,
then it was about putting ping pong balls on everybody's body, all over their body, and then computers rendered them to look like fucking retards.
yeah. And I was gonna go as far, and I'm not gonna say um, Star Wars. I'm gonna go to even a better movie that was well made by an even greater director. May he also rest in peace. His name was Wes Craven.
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right, so I'm gonna bring up Nightmare on Elm Street. So that first death scene, if you will, where Tina in the bedroom.
Tina!
Tina! Where are you? Okay, so I'm bringing up that part where, she's just flailing all over the fucking room, all over the fucking ceiling, right?
Oh, yeah.
And here's what I love how they did that movie. You realized she was in, like, pretty much in the same spot the whole time. She wasn't moving, in fact, it was the room moving.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
And, uh, because what Wes Craven actually decided to do was build that set, build that room, just, where, you saw and he's at that angle trying to reach out for her, and she's just flailing all over about. They actually build that whole set on a old Ferris wheel machine.
1 second. Commercial break. Hold on. Wait for it. We're almost there. Here we go. Okay, sorry. I had to do it. It was in my head, man. I'm sorry.
I respect you for doing it. Which to me was the only real movie I liked of Johnny Depp's. Well, besides Nick of Time, um, the uh, fuck, the Ninth Gate,
Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow. I liked him in that. Edward Scissorhand, yeah, of course. But honestly, I hate. When the hell is Johnny Depp gonna get fucking assassinated or, overdose? Fuck.
Yeah,
And forgive me for saying this. Take a page from River Phoenix's book.
Oh, shit.
You and maybe here's the thing. Maybe Johnny Depp killed fucking River Phoenix. I mean, he was under investigation after his death,
I know. That's crazy.
right? I mean, holy fuck, it all makes sense.
You know what my favorite River Phoenix movie is? Honestly, it's 1985's Explorers.
That was a good one.
It was a good movie. I liked Circle of Violence. But look, here's the thing. That goes back to the whole originality thing. I mean, Explorers wasn't a remake. It wasn't a fucking, rehash. It wasn't a re-release. And that's all we're focused on today. Like, I never thought possible when you and I were in middle school and junior high and shit, whatever, hell, even elementary school, that, oh, Justin, what do you think the future's going to be like? Oh, well, it's going to consist of a bunch of, I never thought that it was going to consist of a bunch of rehash. That word right there in itself summarizes our entire society. It's a rehash. We're in a rut. We're starving. We're suffering right now from a serious problem, and you know I mean, take the latest Ghostbusters movie, for
Oh my
example.
God.
I
No.
watched it. It was actually really good, but here's my problem with that fucking movie.
It tried to be the original.
Well, yes,
It tried to do it.
it was a gender thing, and you know damn good and well it was
No,
because the women wanted their turn. You know,
I I
go ahead.
I felt they could have done better with choosing the women. I'm sorry, that black lady fucking annoys me from Saturday Night Live.
Well, she's terrible. I mean, it has
Um,
nothing to do with her
I like
skin
that.
tone, but she is. I don't
I
know how she got into show business.
exactly. I do not know how. Like, and why am I sitting here in my bedroom doing this shit? But she's on Saturday Night Live doing God knows what. God, I hope she's not showing that angry vagina. Because you know it's got to be angry.
She, I can't, I can't. No, dude. I mean, I can't get enough of that shit. I mean, it's like seriously, like how stupid do you think we are? Like the original Ghostbusters consisted of three white guys and one black guy.
Yeah, and
Why did you have to do three white girls and one black girl? It's totally clear what you're doing here.
yeah,
You
and
wanted to make a Ghostbusters movie because it's one of the greatest high budget movies of all fucking
and
time, but
for
you wanted to do it for women.
yeah,
Bullshit.
first off, I mean, who was the Vakeman? Who was
Who is the
Vakeman?
what?
Who? Vakeman. Peter Vakeman, who is Bill Murray's character.
Oh,
Yeah, because I mean, if we're like trying to pinpoint who was who, I mean, for one, it felt like they were all trying. Even the black chick was trying to play Bill Murray,
yeah.
and
That's
I'm sorry that had no absolute essence and of Ghostbusters, and I did watch it. I did give it a shot, and I'm gonna put it right next to a Nightmare on Elm Street reboot because that was a big pile of shit.
yeah, it was.
And I'm a Nightmare fiend. I love Nightmare on Elm Street. You knew it back in the day. I could tell you even back in the day. And this was without this was without Wikipedia. I could tell you everything about those movies at the time. Who killed how many people got killed, who got killed in what, how they got killed, and I knew everything about those movies back then. And not because I had YouTube or Wikipedia.
Right. You know, one of my most hated reboot or remake, well, I shouldn't say remake, but one of my most heated, excuse me, one of my most hated reboot movies is, I can't remember what year this came out. I want to say 2015, but I'm not sure. It is the Total Recall. Now, that's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh
And
God.
I was like, oh, this is interesting. I mean, first of all, you don't have a Schwarzenegger, so I'm like, okay, that's a major flaw. That's a major fuck up. And I don't know him personally, but I know he would not want to redo that fucking movie because the thing of it is I don't know, like,
Why?
if you've seen the end of that movie, but there's no significance of a second movie. They ended it perfectly. Like, this is what you see, this is what you get. But that's the problem with today, man. Everything is rehashed. Like I said, we live in a rehash, angry, politically correct society.
You know what? I I couldn't watch Total Recall all the way through. I honestly couldn't. The reboot. I'm sorry, I'm a fan of the original. I will always be a fan of the original. If someone says, "Hey, let's watch Total Recall," nowadays, if someone says that, I'm gonna make sure, is it the original?
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna sit there and watch the new one. I've already no. It's terrible. I hate Colin Farrell. Kate Beckinsale is, I'm sorry, no Sharon Stone.
Rachel Tickerton, Michael Ironside. I mean, the villain, right? Ronnie Cox.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like, you got to have these guys. Mel Johnson Jr. Believe me, I know this movie well. Like I said, it is one of my most favorite movies of all time because it fucks with your head. It's what we all. Because you know what? It's one of those movies all of us 80s and 90s kids used to dream about. We always used to dream about doing shit like this, and the God, I can't remember when the reboot came out.
It
Um,
doesn't matter.
it
Because,
doesn't matter. It
um,
doesn't. You're right. You're exactly right.
and
It doesn't matter, but it sucked.
another movie that, another reboot that I really did not care for, and I've only seen it once, The Karate Kid.
Oh, yeah. There's another one.
And
I
I re-
mean, the original.
I like Jackie Chan, but I'm sorry, but you are no Pat Morata. You are
Pat
no,
Morata.
yeah, you are no fucking Mr. Miyagi.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know,
I mean, don't replace people. I mean, that's the worst thing. I mean, that'd be like, let's replace Elizabeth Shue. Let's replace William Zabka, or whatever his name is. Let's replace Ralph Macchio. I mean, it's not a movie. It's kind of like, here's a good example: the new Toy Story. I'm a huge fan. I thought Toy Story 4, really, the first one came out in like the early to mid
after
'90s.
after Toy
I
Story, I'm after Toy Story 2, I was already like, okay, what's the point now?
Yeah, yeah, because it was easily endable. That's for sure.
I don't need a Toy Story 3. I don't need a Toy Story 4. I'm probably not going to see it until it gets to Netflix when I'm forced to watch it. Because
Right, right.
I'm bored of Netflix.
Yeah, I am too. They've kind of gone downhill. That's for damn sure.
Well, to me, they started going downhill when they took Doctor Who off of it.
Yeah,
It,
for me, it was when they got rid of all the McFarlane cartoons.
yeah.
They literally like axed all three of them.
Well, true story. You know why they're not on Netflix, right? Why
I
Doctor Who's
don't.
not Why Doctor Who's not on
I don't know.
Netflix?
I don't know about Doctor Who, but I was thinking you were talking about the McFarlane.
No. Um, but with Doctor Who, it's because England, Disney wanted to go in partnership with the BBC, basically buy them out in
Oh, wow.
England. Yeah, and the BBC was like, no, we're already building a theme park.
Huh, that's interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
people say life isn't about money. Yeah, right.
yeah. And so they took off pretty much BBC's #1 TV series for 50 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I would really hate for Disney to own Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're pretty powerful. Wouldn't surprise me.
because I got into a discussion about with someone over it, and they were like, they should do it in America. And I told my girlfriend at the time, I was like, hold me back. She was like, why? Because I'm about ready to slap that motherfucker. He goes, why? What'd I say? I was like, you do America do Doctor Who? Are you fucking kidding me? I love America, don't get me wrong. I do. I do, I do, I do. I'm an American, but let's face it, we have a tendency of ruining shit.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And that's like one show. It's been on for 50 years.
Yeah.
Not many shows. I mean, it started when black and white, and it went into Technicolor. Ooh, Technicolor. And
Nobody knows what that is.
um, yeah, I would definitely not want that touched. I like the fact that they're keeping it going and shit like that. And I like the
Yeah.
fact that it's even a woman right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, after, 12 regenerations, I think it's due diligence that it can be a woman.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, and I like the fact that some of the original staff is still working on it.
Hmm.
Um, I have no clue what I'm gonna say.
It's all good.
I gotta finish this game though. Where
I do,
I
I do
only
hear
got,
what you're saying,
yeah. Um, Another movie that I'm glad they haven't rebooted and will hopefully never reboot, but I kind of hate that they made kind of like a prequel, if you will.
though. I hate prequels. They're worthless. Waste of time. It's lazy.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we need origin stories. It's all about the origin stories. First off, you're not making a superhero. um,
It's true. It's true, though.
Wizard of Oz.
Oh, God damn it. 1939. Really? We got to do this? Ugh, yeah, no. That. See, that's just it. We're running out of ideas. There's no more originality.
Yeah,
That's why I
and
say that, and I'm not saying it, okay? I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm not saying it. It's actually a thing. Folks that grew up in the 80s and the 90s and moved on in the 2000s, that generation is literally considered to be the last of the best. And it's the fucking truth. It really fucking is. It I could go on and on and on and on about this, but it's the truth. I mean,
It's,
we've just like completely shut down.
I mean, I, I'm even one of those people that didn't like the fact that they were, that certain movies were even reboots in our day, like Rollerblade. Oh my god, that was a horrible fucking reboot of a movie.
Yeah,
And
yeah. You can expect movies today to be all about showboating and effects. You yourself said it best when we were talking about movies. It's all about showboating and effects, at least in our generation's behalf. When a movie came out, maybe you didn't like it. Maybe, Siskel and Ebert, well, fuck them. I mean, they were great, but the most important opinion that matters is yours. That's neither here or there. But at least it was genuine.
yeah,
At least it was real. You know what I'm saying?
I, I, I,
And
I, I've always been a fan of movies. Always. You know, I love movies. And, even starting back in Jurassic Park, because let's
oh,
face it, that was when we were first really doing a lot of stuff with computers.
absolutely. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
CGI.
Hey, I got a good movie here, just real quick. Here's a movie that doesn't use any effects, and it definitely comes off as downright boring to a lot of people. But here's the thing, it's just people acting. It's very theatrical, and that's the nerds too. The reason why I love that movie so much is because it's just completely raw. You put a bunch of fuckers on the stage and you say, go, action. That movie stands out in my head very strongly because there's no showboating, and there's a lot of movies you can say that too, but for some reason this movie stands out in my head, okay? But I mean, this movie is pretty stellar. I mean, it's not anything I would give an Oscar award to, but it's definitely a movie I would give an award to, if that makes sense. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
And, no, and basically it started in, I want to say 93, 94 is when we started seeing more of computers in movies.
Yeah,
Virtuosity.
yeah, yeah, definitely,
Um,
absolutely.
good Russell Crowe movie, but um, there's 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 probably, I want to say, maybe about 20 minutes of like real life in an actual movie these days.
Oh, I know. Yeah, yeah.
And that's all together, just 20 minutes all together.
Yeah. It's sad, really, is what it is, that we've evolved into this, I mean, it's movie, like, I don't get excited when I see a movie trailer come on. I'm just like, oh, okay, it's just another narcissist throwing down some showboating and a fancy trailer. And how about those fucking, that sounds like somebody who says, how about that airplane food? Anyways, this isn't stand up. Anyways, how about that video game commercials today? Like when we were growing up, you got to see gameplay. Now it's just CGI. It's like there was literally I'm not even kidding you. There was a video game uh, trailer I saw not long ago for the PS4 and well Xbox One and X and whatever. And when it was done and over, I was like, what the fuck game was that? What the fuck was that even for? Like, I couldn't wrap my head around it. I didn't even understand. because it didn't show any gameplay. It's all about showboating and look what I can do with the computer. I'm not
Yeah,
sure why we're going in this direction, man. It's really sad.
running out of ideas.
Yeah, well, we need to start getting ideas because we were sure full of them in our time.
I gotta say, it's because every kid is special. So every movie is special. Like, seriously, Fast and the Furious 9. And to try to make it viewable, you're gonna try to bring in John Cena?
Yeah, this is stupid. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know, man. I mean, well, first of all, that's like a lot of, you know, franchises. I mean, Fast and the Furious just kept going and going and going because it was just, come on. I mean, even the first one was corny as fuck. The first movie was all about having nitrous oxide. It was all
e-
about NOS.
exactly.
NOS.
And
NOS. And it's like, what the fuck? No,
seriously,
that's
Ja Rule couldn't fit in that car. You know he had to sit in phone books.
Ja Rule. Oh man, don't get me started on that guy.
I fucking
Ja.
hate Ja Rule.
I can't stand him either. I think he's a fucking puck, man. You, I might as well just make your exact same net worth while making farting sounds on a cassette tape because nobody knows what that is today. Really? Because your
Ah,
voice is sounds the way it does, you're rich? What? I can't believe people bought that shit. I
yep.
really can't believe people bought that shit.
I
I
can't
seriously
believe he tried to say he was musical to like a lot of people on Rough Riders albums. Like, no, you weren't, bitch. Shit, they helped your career. They put
can't.
food.
Yeah.
They put food on your table.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah.
I am way too harsh.
No, no, I don't think you are. You're just saying it like it is, and yeah, no, Well, one of the things my most hated scene in Fast and the Furious, one of my most hated scenes is I can't remember her name, but she's looking at some guy. I can't even do it. I'm not even gonna do it. It's just really corny. Okay, I could send you. I know for a
No,
fact
please
there's
don't,
videos.
because I fucking hate those movies. I've
It's
seen
it's
them
it's
well enough to know
it's
that eh, my uh the scene that I hate most in those movies is all of them.
the
And
cringiest stuff. Yeah.
I can't believe I got so and this was before I realized how much I even said this to myself. I was like, man, this is not that good. Why did I waste my money on this?
Oh, it's trash.
It
It's
was
absolute
trash.
fucking. It is. It absolutely is. I mean, rest in peace, Paul Walker. But Jesus Christ. I mean,
I paid $20 to for my girlfriend to get excited to see Tyrese take his shirt off for
I know, right?
that's what I did.
Yeah, I don't. I wanted, like, look, if I wanted to see a true-on Fast and the Furious movie, I wouldn't want to see something that was based around nitrous oxide and all. And I hated, I absolutely hated the special effects in the movie because
Oh,
all the race scenes were taking place in green screen,
oh
and
yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, none of them assholes can do that, but all those close-ups of, you know,
I
the
just kept
nitrous
waiting
going through
in
the
the
engine.
first one when, um, and I even said this at the time with my girlfriend, and it was Christmas morning. And true story. I said this in front of her family, meeting them for the first time that weekend. I clearly stated, so when the fuck is Paul Walker and Vin Diesel gonna just fucking start sucking, locking face together? Because they were looking at each other pretty intimately all the time in those movies.
Yeah, yeah, they were. That's funny.
And was I know I could have been the only one that, had seen those movies, and I even seen it for the first time, like thinking, when are they gonna suck each other off?
I know when are they gonna throw down some 69? Um,
Because his
yeah.
sister's just a fucking hustle.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's just
That
dating
that
his
that
sister to
Vin
get.
Diesel's sister is just a fucking playgirl, man. I mean, she's just playing games. I hate that shit because she was playing him and testing him, and any woman that tests a man like that is not worth my time. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Whoever wrote that movie, let's face it, you wanted to make them gay.
What's I can't remember that one guy's name. He is the one that like throws a hissy fit. And I'm talking about the very first movie. He leaves. I think he drives a Nissan Skyline or some shit, but he leaves and then he comes back to the barbecue. If he's not gay, then I don't know what gay is.
Yeah, and
You know what you know what I'm talking about?
I remember the dude. He was wearing the kind of like see-through holy tank top.
Yep. Yeah, total fucking fag, yeah.
Yep, had the drawn on snake tattoo.
Yep, exactly. He's a total queer.
God damn, we should be movie critics. Fuck.
I know. Movies is one of my favorite things to talk about. Actually, I'd rather talk about movies than video games because well, like you, I've seen entirely way too many of them. I mean, I've seen a fuck ton of movies, and it's hard for me. It's hard for me to not say something about these movies, man. I mean, Rotten Tomatoes, they're worthless.
I
Hell,
don't.
Cisco and Ebert, they're worthless. Rest in peace, but they're worthless. The best opinion is your own opinion, except for Sean and Justin's opinion, because Sean and Justin's opinion is the best opinion. There, I said it.
We went to school on this shit. We know.
Yeah, we did.
And you know what? We've been doing it all our lives since we were 3.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I mean, I can honestly say I saw Ghostbusters original in the theaters. I
Hell
saw
yeah.
one of the Rambo movies in the drive-ins. I don't know which one. I saw Gremlins in the drive-in.
Ooh, nice. I saw Crocodile Dundee. I remember this clearly. I saw Crocodile Dundee, and it was a matinee. And
Oh my
uh,
god.
what the fuck was it? Hold on. I'm almost there. Yeah, kids today don't know what drive-ins are. Crocodile Dundee. Oh, and Beverly Hills Cop. I saw those two movies back to back in the drive-in. In the drive-in.
Oh man. I think the last movie I ever saw in the drive-in was Vampires, Ants, and Bride of Chucky. Which I gotta say,
Ooh, Bride of Chucky. Nice.
Bride of Chucky was a great fucking movie. I loved it.
Nice.
Especially since, when at the time it came out, I was also 18, so marijuana, I was heavily experimenting with marijuana.
Yeah.
And so I saw that in the drive-in, and fuck, I love that movie. I don't care what anybody says. Now, The Seed of Chucky, that was crap.
Yeah, that was crap. Well, and there we go. There's another example. They're coming out with another fucking Child's Play movie. What the fuck?
Now, okay, now, and this is why I said what I said last night. Um, there's one thing I'm that's keeping me interested in wanting to go see this. Maybe not in the theater. I'm not gonna possibly rush out to go see it. But there is one thing that I do want to know. And yes, I know it's going to be more CGI than anything, but I mean, they were already getting into that anyways with uh the Cedar Curse of Chucky.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't know if you've ever seen those, but
Oh yeah, I've seen them all. I own them all. I'm a big fan of Child's Play. Yeah,
um
corny or not, they're great.
um the reason why I want to see this is because um it's not going to be Brad Dourif.
Ooh, okay, that's a change of pace.
I love Brad Dourif. Don't get me wrong. He has been Chucky. it's it's like saying, um, can it, I know it's Brad Dourif. He's been the voice of Chucky. He is Chucky. But Mark Hamill.
Oh damn. Okay.
That's why I'm interested in seeing it. I'm wondering, is it going to be kind of Joker-esque? Because and
Is well, here's a quick question for you, just real quick. Is Alex Vincent going to be in the movie?
no, they're
Okay, that's interesting.
they're starting over.
Okay.
This is a reboot, a remake of Child's Play, trying to get people interested. They because people like Origins, you know.
Right, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And again, he's not a fucking superhero. That's like, hmm. I want I want to know what Freddy was like in the beginning.
Yeah, yeah,
No, because that loses its mystery. And
yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing
seeing what,
the new Child's Play.
yeah, especially, Mark Hamill. Yeah, really, that's the only thing that's going for me.
Yeah, yeah.
And I I hope people don't think, oh, Mark Hamill needs the money, Mark Hamill needs the money. No, Mark Hamill doesn't need the fucking money.
No.
He is not trying to revitalize his career. Because to me, his career never ended.
I mean, he's not. I am very familiar with Mark Hamill, and you can look him up, and he is not. I mean, this is all according to Google search, so who knows? Take it with a grain of shit. But if you look it up, it's going to say he's worth $18 million. Now, I'm sorry, but I don't have $18 million. That kind of sounds like a lot of million.
That's a good chunk of change.
It sure as hell is. And I think that he's a legend for a lot of good reasons. And I think that he's doing what he should do. And that's not make a name for himself, but that's to keep going. You know what I mean? So it's definitely not because he's short on cash. Okay, the guy is rich as fuck. It's because he wants to keep doing what he loves. So,
Yeah. And
you know,
I'm it's I'm just glad he's walking away from Star Wars finally. He should have
ugh,
not. I'm sorry, those movies should not have been made.
agreed. I, like I said, the last, Star Wars movie I saw was in 2015, and I'm done. I'm done. I'm fucking done. I mean, I
That
just can't
movie
do it anymore.
was fucking horrible.
Yeah, it was. It single-handedly like that was the worst Star Wars movie I have ever seen. And I'm not saying I can do better because I know for a fact I couldn't do better. It's just it's like what we were talking about
I could do
earlier with,
better.
I'm sure you could. I couldn't. I couldn't.
I
But
could do better. I could actually stick to the fucking story. Stick to, the ones that should have been made. I'm sorry. Like, hold on, I think I muted my shit. Hello?
hello? Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So, Disney completely destroyed those movies. And someone tried to tell me that, no, what destroyed the movies were the prequels. No.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah.
In fact, I was kind of excited because since I wasn't around when the originals came out to see them in theater, you know, um, but for me to, on the opening night of The Phantom Menace, that I don't, I sat and waited and waited and waited in front of an old movie theater in Woodland Park.
Slow down.
And it was one of the best times I've ever had in my life.
Nice.
And my girlfriend at the time, she asked me if I was coming over that night, and I was like, no, I can't, babe. I can't do it. I'm going to see Star Wars at midnight. She goes, well, it doesn't open till midnight. Well, I'm first in line.
First in line.
It, I had my lightsaber. Holy fuck, we've been streaming for 2 hours.
Yeah. Hey, I was gonna ask you something really quick. I'm gonna have to ask you this one off stream though.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll get off because it's about time and I want to switch games anyways.